What is going on, guys? This is Spade. We're gonna attempt this double camera vlog on the way to work today, so bear with me. We'll see what happens. Hopefully my mounts don't fall. They seem pretty sturdy, so we'll see. All right, get some AC, get a little vent going here because it is hot in Texas this time of day. And unfortunately, this window behind me, you're gonna see it creep down slowly and slowly during the drive because that's what it does, and it's highly annoying. The only way I found to keep it from doing that was to put a suction cup on it, like right at the base. I got a Camaro behind me, probably thinking he's gonna be hot shit. Oh, now he's gonna get on the highway. Now he's gonna get on the highway. People like that crack me up, man. It really do. It's like they hear a loud car and now they're like, oh, I gotta play. I wanna play too. This is my life. This is what happens when you have a fast car and a loud car. People with cars that they think are fast, that are also loud, like to play games. There's my rattle, my signature rattle. I'm gonna figure out how to stop that one day. One day. But that day is not today. Like that crack me up, guys. But this is just a test, you know, to see if this dual camera setup is going to work. We got a lot of shakiness coming from that one, so I'll probably need to work on that mount in terms to lock it down a little bit more. But we do have software for that, you know, to kind of try to eliminate the shake. But it's just really funny, you know, seeing everybody that wants to fuck with this car at times. And there's the window. You're going to get the window noise. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that, just because it falls down and that window does not stay up. You know, like one of my suction cup mounts, it's actually how I kept it from falling. Like I would just suction cup it in between the door seal and the window, and it would hold it up. That was like the best fix ever, you know. So might actually wind up buying another suction cup just for that aspect to hold that bitch up. I've tried everything to like the door stop and everything, and the door stop, since it's a rubber door stop and it's Texas, it gets hot as fuck and becomes super mushy, so it doesn't hold it. Some people were telling me that I needed to get like a wood one with rubber on the edge, on the sides. So I mean, I might try that one next, but I don't want to mess up the window tint. I really don't want to mess up my tint on my doors because it's a really nice tint. It's like the ceramic 5% tint Slimo. Well, the back's Slimo, the fronts aren't, but it's ceramic tint the whole way around. It's high dollar, it's not cheap stuff. Oh man. Yeah, this is my drive to work. For those of you that don't know, I live around Mesquite, Texas. I got a little bit of like a 20-minute drive to and from work every day. Maybe 25, 30 minutes, depending on traffic. nights in Plano, where I'm from, there is this, they call it the Renegade meet, but it's not a Renegade, it's a different group of people. But we have this Academy Sports out here in Plano, over in West Plano. And what we do, it's one of the biggest fucking car meets out here now, especially since the Nebraska meet has been closed down. And I wanted to get some footage of it last night for you guys, but it just worked out to where I couldn't because my mounts kept falling, you know, from the car, because I cleaned my windshield, and apparently what I cleaned it with was an oil-based cleaner, so nothing would stick to the windshield until it like fully dried, so they kept falling, which that was my fault. Next Friday though, I'll get some footage for you. That's really the only big car meet out here. Oh Jesus. Ow. That's really the only big car meet out here anymore though. It's like we have car meets out here pretty much every day of the week, but the Friday one's the only big one. The other ones are pretty not big at all, like roughly about 20 cars. Literally a waste of time for most people, especially if you're making the drive to go to it. But we do have this event coming up relatively soon in August called Mondays Don't Suck, and now it's like a big event, like 4,000 cars every time it happens, and they do it once a month. They used to do it every Monday, but it got so big to the point to where they had to cancel it and figure out how to keep it around without pissing off the cops in that city. And what it came down to is one Monday out of every month, you know, where they just set it up and do it. And it's about 4,000 cars, and it's a full-fledged car show. Everything, it's a full-fledged car show. Trophies, everything, every month. So it's really nice, change of pace outside of just parking in a parking lot and talking with your buddies, which I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of just hanging out in the parking lot with some friends, you know, and just shooting the shit and just talking about cars. Especially now, it's really weird, like all the cars that I've ever driven have always gotten looks, you know, because of how low they are, how wide they are, you know, how do they fit those wheels on there, you know, type stuff like that. Whereas this one is low, it's loud, and it's wide, you know, so it gets a lot of attention, sometimes the wrong attention. I haven't really been bothered by cops so far, you know, yet, and I'm hoping I won't, because I'm 100% legal. I have insurance, cars registered. I'm 100% legal in this car. But the fact that it's low and loud, you know, I would be under the assumption I'd be getting messed with a lot by the cops. And on my drive home last night, I would have loved to have got footage for you guys, because I was taking the Dallas North Tollway, and people were going slow, so I was able to weave in and out of them and get what would have been a really nice video, you know, a nice driving video. But to do night driving videos, I really need to get my headlights fixed, because my headlights are aimed straight at the fucking ground, which is stupid because my levelers, my headlight adjusters are actually broke, you know, and they're the plastic ones that are inside the headlight itself, and you got to do little screws to adjust them, and mine are broke, so I can't adjust the headlights at all, and since they're broke, they're aimed straight the fuck down. So while I'm driving, I'm literally just driving with my HID fog lights, which does absolutely nothing at all. Like, it keeps me from getting a ticket because I have lights on and they're really bright, but since they're yellow tinted, you know, they're yellow tinted fogs, I can't really see much on the road. But as I said before in a previous video, this car has a few different issues. You might be able to hear it driving right now, but I don't know. Depending on where the throttle position is on this car, I get a lot of bogging or misfire or surging. You know, it's kind of hard to describe it. Sometimes it surges, sometimes it bogs, sometimes it feels like a misfire when it's not. What I have, you know, figured that out to be is my transmission temperature sensor, and that's what's causing that. Because once I get over roughly, say, 76 miles an hour, you know, it doesn't do it, because that's where the transmission knows overdrive should be no matter what, you know, based on that speed sensor. And with that being that high, clearly I know itself, I have to buy an entirely new transmission harness, and then I have to do a transmission flush. I have to flush the entire transmission, and then on top of that, I have to replace the transmission filter as well, and the gasket, you know. So I have to replace everything along that lines, because I'm going to have to drop the transmission to take everything out. Well, not drop it, but I'm going to have to, whenever you pull, the transmission temperature sensor literally goes inside to the fluid, so whenever you pull that out, it's going to drain, you know. So you have to take care of everything else at the same time, otherwise it's pointless. And this car's due for general maintenance anyways. Like, I bought the car, it needs another oil change, needs oil change done, it needs the transmission coolant system needs to be done anyways. It does need the coolant system flush done. Like, it just needs the general maintenance on the vehicle to be done and taken care of. But for a few thousand, like, it's really not bad. I cannot complain for this car, especially for the amount of thumbs up and looks that I get. I've had, like, yesterday or 2 days ago on my way to the gas station, I pulled up to the gas station and this dude followed me for a good quarter mile. You know, like, he followed me, pulled in right behind me at the gas station and walked up to me, and I, like, literally, I had my hand on my gun. You know, it's Texas, I carry, but I had my hand on my gun just in case something was about to happen, because I keep it in under my shirt. You know, and he was like, hey man, he's like, I really just wanted to tell you your car sounds really nice. And I was like, thanks dude, and that was it. You know, that's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to tell me my car sounded nice, and then he left. You know, so situations like that are funny to me, because I'm not used to it. Like my other cars were straight sixes or turbo 4 cylinders, something like that, you know, where it was a loud raspy sound. Like, this is just a loud rumble. You can hear it. You can hear this car, you know. So I get a lot of compliments like that, like, man, that car sounds good. And that's even coming from other BMWs. On the way to the car meet last night, I rolled out with several of my friends in BMWs, like a few E46 M3s, a 1JZ big turbo Toyota Soarer, or for you American folk, it's going to be like a Lexus SC300. You know, like, it was fun, and I really wish I could have got the footage, but my mounts kept falling because I'm a dumbass and used oil-based cleaner, you know, like a dummy. But I would have loved to get footage for you guys off that, but next Friday, we'll have to do it next Friday. That way I have time to take the car, get it washed, and everything, because my car is dirty. You can tell by the main camera that my car is super dirty, and the rest of the body is not helping with that either. I park under a tree, which leaks sap all over the damn thing, you know, at my house, and it's like, washing it once a week doesn't help with that. So I'm probably going to buy a car cover, to be honest with you. I'm probably just going to buy a car cover, like a really nice one from BMW, and then just wash the car. When I get home and park, I'm going to cover it, you know, roll it out and cover the car. It's going to add more time on when I leave for work and stuff, but if it keeps the sap off my car and the bird shit off my car, I'm okay with it. Because that's one thing I hate so much. Like, I hate just washing my car and then getting bird shit all over. That annoys me so much. And I literally wash my car once a week, maybe. And I say maybe because it's a definite maybe. I don't wash my car once a week every week. Like, I hose it down. Like, I hose my car down every day, you know, with water, just to spray the bird shit off. But in terms of, like, full-on soap washing it, maybe once a week. It's a tough push, but maybe. I want to invest in, like, a power foam washer. Like, I have just the foamer, you know, that you can put on there, but it doesn't really do anything because you still have to get sponges. You still got to wipe it down. Whereas I want to get, like, the Chemical Guys. It's a website that does car cleaning products. Like, I want to get one of their power washers and their mixes, you know, that does that hard pressure foam to spray all the grime, the dirt, and you just let it soak, and then you just rinse it off, and it's like a brand new car, you know. So I'm gonna be looking into that. I'm not sure how much, like, pressure washers go for home use, you know. Like, I've never looked into it to the extent that I'm looking into it now. I haven't even priced anything out, but yeah, it's something that I would get the use out of, because if I had that, I would wash my car more often. But then I'd be going through product left and right, not be fucking washing my car like 4 times a week. Oh man. But yeah, I'm thinking of reviewing my friends' cars though, like going out, taking my cars on some back roads, taking my friends' cars on some back roads if they let me. I have some pretty cool friends. They're not really afraid to let other people drive their cars, especially if they know them or know that they can drive, which I've been driving a really long time. I used to race go-karts. I have like a full-fledged race car, you know, that I built and I've raced for a while. You know, unfortunately, I had to sell the car once the kids came along because family is more important and I got to be able to put food on my kids' tables. You know, so I have a lot of interest in cars, in the car culture. And as some of you know, Evan Shanks is actually local to me. I've been trying to get with him to see if he wanted to collaborate on a video, but he has not responded, so that's probably